Ladies and gentlemen, before we get on to the meat of the video, I have an important announcement for you guys. So, the day when this video drops, later on today at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be live right here on the Purple website. Now, what will be going on tonight is I will reveal two things. Number one, the first single off of my upcoming beat album, which is called Virtualization. So again, that beat album will come out on Friday, October the 24th. It is a breakcore album, excuse me. So this is my first time breaking, no pun intended, or maybe it is break intended, or pun intended rather. This is my first time breaking into breakcore. So yeah, the entire album is purely breakcore type beats, and it also based off of the hit cartoon series Code Lyoko. So if you're a fan of breakcore, if you're a fan of Code Lyoko, or both, then you will love this album right here. I really can't wait for this album to drop. This is the album that I was really excited about all year long, and the first single is called Deactivation. So I played a snippet of this single earlier this year, and the Code Lyoko fans rather went crazy for it and straight up demanded for the full track to be released. Well, here it is. It will be released tomorrow on my other YouTube channel, which is strictly called True Inferno. But if you go here to the Purple website tonight at 8 o'clock, you will get first crack at listening to the single. So yeah, that will be going out tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Purple website. Link right here. You do not want to miss that. And again, the album, which is called Virtualization, will be available on October the 24th, and it will only be available at trueinferno.bandcamp.com, where it will be absolutely free to download. So there you go with that. And with all that said, let's get on to the meat of this video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is the boy True Inferno. Today's day is Wednesday, July the 23rd. So what's going on here? Well, yesterday the Pokemon Company did a Pokemon Presents, and they gave us what, like 30 seconds of a presentation involving Pokemon Go. That's basically it. But there's a lot more that was announced on the Pokemon Go's website. That, granted, now all of it should have been announced on Pokemon Presents, but a good amount of it should have been announced on the Pokemon Presents, besides the fact that we're going to get Eternatus and a code that I displayed to you guys in my last video. So outside from those two things, that was it. But we should have gotten more in that Pokemon Presents from the Pokemon Go side of things. So I'm going to bring it to you guys in case y'all missed it. Here it is. You do not want to miss this. Check this out. And this information is already on their website, PokemonGo.com/GoFest Max Finale. So there it is. There's Eternatus right there with that giant hand. I believe that is Dynamax form. So we'll get more information on this website, and it don't say it here, so I'm gonna say it anyway. Trainers. So here we go. Check this out. Remember, the Max Finale for GoFest will be on August the 23rd and the 24th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. local time on both days. But before that, we got Pokemon Go Dark Skies. Now remember, in yesterday's video, I talked about everything that's going on in the month of August, which also talked about Dark Skies, but we had no clue at the time what that was about. Well, not the time, but in the time of that video, we had no clue what that was about. Well, obviously, since this was released, now we do. So check this out. Dark Sky will start on my birthday, August the 18th at 10 a.m. It will go on until August the 23rd at 10 a.m. local time. So basically when GoFest Max Finale starts, that's when Dark Sky starts and ends. Moving on. So let's check a look and see what's new. Rally together with millions of trainers worldwide for the grand conclusion of this year's GoFest events with Pokemon Go Fest 2025 Max Finale. This unticketed event can be joined from anywhere in the world with the free Go Pass Max Finale. Trainers level 13, that's an interesting level number, but okay. 13 and above can brave a week-long gauntlet of raids, max battles, and more for the chance to battle and catch every Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon that has appeared in Pokemon Go so far, plus the newly arrival legendary Pokemon Eternatus. Now, that's what Eternatus looks like. So let's see. The emergence of Eternatus heralds the biggest challenge in max battles yet. Encounter Eternatus through the new Go Pass Max Finale and battle Eternamax, not Dynamax, Eternamax Eternatus. That's that form right there. Eternamax Eternatus in max battles during Pokemon Go Fest 2025 Max Finale. Defeating this powerful Pokemon in max battles grants large quantities of Eternatus candy and Eternatus Candy XL, which you can use to power up your own Eternatus. Eternatus is a extraordinarily powerful Pokemon that requires much more candy than other Pokemon to power up. Wow, okay. Moving on. And then they got the return of the Crown. So Crown Sword Zacian and Crown Sword Zamazenta will make the returns to raids. So there's that. Moving on. And then there's every single Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon. Well, actually, no, that's every single Gigantamax Pokemon right here that ever came to the game so far. And the majority of them, with this episode 3, cannot be shiny. I mean, can be shiny, excuse me. So there's that. And then new special backgrounds. Okay, that's what's up. And then dark skies herald the dark days. So there's that. Okay, so the game will be dark. Okay, that's what's up. Now let's take a look at Eternatus. So encounter the poison and dragon type legendary Pokemon as you progress through a max battle adventure with Gold Pass Max Finale, which starts during the Dark Skies event. Eternatus can only be caught once during this event, and it requires much more candy and Candy XL to power up due to its massive power. Gold Pass Max Finale and Gold Pass Deluxe Max Finale will provide significant amounts of Eternatus candy and Candy XLs. So there you go with that. And then to talk about Crown Sword Zacian, Crown Sword Zamazenta, we got avatar items. Let's back up a bit. Let's go to Gold Pass. Oh, they just take us here. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Gold Pass Max Finale. So that will start on my birthday at 10 a.m. to Sunday, August 24th at 9 p.m. local time. So you got the Gold Pass Max Finale and the Gold Pass Max Deluxe, or Deluxe Max Finale rather. That will be available in the game. You will automatically receive the Gold Pass Max Finale on my birthday at 10 a.m. local time. And then you can collect gold points for that Gold Pass and rank up to get additional rewards through Sunday, August the 24th at 9 p.m. local time. And then from Monday, August the 18th to Friday, August the 22nd, you can collect gold points up to a daily cap during the Dark Skies event to get a head start on Gold Pass Max Finale. However, there will be no daily limit in terms of the gold points that you can get during the Max Finale event. Now, there is the Gold Pass Deluxe, which is going to be a paid version. As of this moment in time, there is no word on how much that will cost. It don't say on the website. There was also a separate Q&A where it does not talk about the cost, so keep that in mind. And the rewards unlocked during the Max Finale, the Gold Pass, will expire on Tuesday, August the 26th at 9 p.m. local time. So that's 2 days after the event is over, by the way. Not like a week later like we normally see in the past. This is 2 days later. So make sure you claim your rewards as soon as possible. Now let's take a look at the rewards. So with the Gold Pass Max Finale, if you get the regular Gold Pass, you will get an encounter with Eternatus, random encounters with Dynamax Pokemon, candy including Eternatus candy, max particles, and even more goodies. Now if you upgrade to the Deluxe version, you will get increased chances of encountering shiny Dynamax Pokemon typically found in 1 through 4 star Dynamax battles. Eternatus helmet avatar item, additional counters with even more Pokemon, additional candy and Candy XLs, including Eternatus candy and Candy XLs, additional max particles, and even more goodies. And then we got the milestones. So at tier 1, you're gonna get increased power for Behemoth Blade and Behemoth Bash, additional max particles for power spots. At tier 2, you get even more power for Behemoth Blade and Behemoth Bash, and increased chance for wild encounters near Poké spots, or power spots, excuse me. And at tier 3, you'll get the maximum increased power for Behemoth Blade and Behemoth Bash, and additional rewards for max Pokemon placed at power spots. And then they got a web store bundle. So there's the Max Finale, the Deluxe version, there's the Deluxe plus 10 ranks, and then there's the Deluxe plus 10 ranks Ultra Box. So you can view that on your own time. Now let's take a look at the Dark Skies event. So check this out. Again, this will be on my birthday at 10 a.m. to August 23rd at 10 a.m. local time, when Max Finale starts, by the way. So the Dynamax battles that will be going on my birthday will be the following: Squirtle, Caterpie, Ghastly, Krabby, Shuckle, Sableye, Beldum, Latios, and Latias will be making their returns. Nice. Trubbish, and all those that I named can be shiny. And then we got Sabo and Hatina, how you pronounce that? Those two cannot be shiny, and there will be no Max Monday on that day. I would be at Disneyland on this day. So yeah, if I don't get a Latios or Latias shiny, that is, I would be looking for those two all day long, without question. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna be messing with the Shuckle and the Sableye. Okay, and maybe the Caterpie. All right, let's move on. So on Tuesday and Wednesday, Well, Tuesday, I will be on my way home for Anaheim, by the way. We're looking at Charmander, Almanite, Kabuto, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. I believe I need the shiny Zapdos, if memory serves it correctly. So, sucks I'm gonna miss that on Tuesday, but Wednesday I will be out for that. Pidove, Drillbur, Cryagno, Wookie D, and then we got the M form and low-key form Toxtricity. And all of those that are named can be shiny. All 12 of those Pokemon can be, or technically 11, can be shiny. 11, 12, depending on how you look at that Toxtricity form. And then there's Scorbunny, which cannot be shiny. And then on Thursday and Friday, it would be Bulbasaur, Machop, Chansey, Raikou, Suicune, Entei. I believe I got all 3 of those shiny. Welma, Darumaka, Persimmon, and let's see, Shrovet, Wooloo, and Phalanx. And all 12 of those Pokemon can be shiny. And then there's Grookey, which cannot be shiny. So there you go with that. And then let's look at the raids. So from the 18th to the 20th, it would be Zamazenta. Those 2 can be shiny. 5-star raids, that is. And then on the 21st, it'll be Zacian only. And then the 22nd, it'll be Zamazenta only. Now let's move on to the 3-star raids real quick. So I'm assuming that's doing the whole Dark Skies event. Galarian Farfetch and Galarian Weezing baby, and those 2 can be shiny. And then we got Sinnoh T at the 1-star raid boss. There's that. And then to talk about the crowns. Oh, look at this. Let's see. Crown Sword Zacian and Crown Sword Zamazenta will return in 5-star raids for special raid hours on the following schedules. So Crown Sword Energy and Crown Shield Energy will also be available during these raid hours. So Thursday, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time, that's August 21st, it'll be Crown Sword Zacian. And then Friday, that same time slot, it would be Crown Shield Zamazenta. And then the router counters will look like this. Swolvet and Wooloo, those are only 2 that can be shiny. And then we got Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sabo, which currently cannot be shiny. Boo. It says the event bonuses will look like this. So trainers will receive the following bonuses between midnight and 11:59 p.m. local time on event days. More power spots than usual will be active. Power spots will refresh more frequently. Max particle collection limit will increase. Check this out. The remote raid pass limit will be increased to 30 from Monday, August the 18th to Friday, August the 22nd. There's also going to be a time recess where you can earn Zacian candy, Zamazenta candy, and encounter with those starters that cannot be shiny, so it's like, who cares? Moving on, they talk about, and there's the code. I mentioned this code in my previous video. So yeah, you get this code. There's going to be a time recess, and then once you complete it, you will earn one of these 3 Gigantamax Pokemon, which again, cannot be shiny, and they will have the special background. Now, you got to complete the time recess and collect the rewards before Sunday, August the 24th. So yeah, there you go with that. There's an RSVP planner, so you want to mess with that, go ahead. Find your community. You want to mess with that, go ahead as well. Now, we are going to back up to here and check out the Max Finale event itself. So, every Gigantamax Pokemon will be showing up during this time. And let's look at this real quick. We already gone through Eternamax, Eternatus. So there's that. And in addition to Eternamax, all Gigantamax Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go may appear at power spots. The following Pokemon will appear in max battles on the following schedule more frequently than other Gigantamax Pokemon. So check this out. On Saturday, August the 23rd, here's everything that'll be popping up on that day. From 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., it will be Gigantamax Lapras. I already got that shiny, so I won't be concerned with that. From 11 a.m. to noon, Gigantamax Nordex. I still need that one, so yeah, that would be crucial. And then from noon to 1 p.m., it would be Gigantamax Gengar. I need that shiny, so I'll be focused on that. And then from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., it'll be Gigantamax Inteleon. Depending on what I pick, in terms of the free Gigantamax Pokemon that I get, I picked that one. Depending on what those IVs are, either I would mess with it or I would just be casual with it. I don't know. And then from 2 to 3 p.m., it'll be Gigantamax Venusaur. I got 2 of those shiny, so it's like, man. And then from 3 to 4 p.m., it'll be Gigantamax with Champ, and I got that shiny. And then from 4 to 5 p.m., it'll be Gigantamax Toxtricity and its Imp form. Now, I got one of those shinies already. I don't recall which one it is. I need to look and see. I may even have both. I don't know. So, depends. And then Sunday, August the 24th, from 10 to 11 a.m., it's Gigantamax Rillaboom. And then this is the most important one for me because I still need this shiny. From 11 a.m. to noon, Gigantamax Charizard. I still need that shiny. And then from noon to 1 p.m., we got Gigantamax Butterfree. That event is coming up very soon, actually. So, I don't remember when, but I know it's coming up soon. It may be coming up. I don't remember when it's coming up, but that shiny will be available before here. So we'll see what happens with that. And then from 1 to 2 p.m., it'll be Gigantamax Kinglet. I would try to go for that shiny because I don't have that. And And then from 2 to 3 p.m. it'll be Gigantamax Blastoise. I got that shiny, so I don't really need that. And then from 3 to 4 p.m. I'm gonna be casual with this one, the Gigantamax Cinderace. And then from 4 to 5 p.m. it would be the low-key form Gigantamax Toxtricity. Again, I don't know which one of these I have shiny already, but whichever one I don't have, I'm gonna try to go for that one. Okay, Dynamax battles will also appear power spots on May, but it would be less likely though. And then the raids during this event will look like this. 5-star raids, it'll be Crown Sword Zacian and Crown Sword Zamazenta. So there's that. 3-star raids, Phalanx and Train Link, really? The train costume, Phalanx and the train costume, basically what that is. Okay, and then this is huge. 1-star raids. The Pikachus are back. Dapper Pikachu with the red, blue, and yellow accents, how you pronounce them joints, will be out and about in 1-star raids. So I know I got one of those. I need the other 2. I don't remember which one I got. I need the other 2, so I'll be gunning for those. The wild encounters will look like this. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, and Swobit and Wooloo, all 5 of those can be shiny. And then there's going to be Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sabo, which we're going to pass because they cannot be shiny at this moment in time. You may even encounter the following: Caterpie, Gasly, Chansley, Shuckle, Sableye, Beldum, Darmanico, Trobbis, and Phalanx, which is not in costume form, by the way. And all of those can be shiny. So there you go with that. The event bonuses will look like this. Additional power spots will be active. Power spots will refresh more frequently. Max particle collection limit will increase. Double the candy for catching Pokemon. Double the candy XL chance for catching Pokemon. And there will be no limit on remote raids on both of those days. So during the Gold Fest Max Battle event, there will be no remote raid limit. There's also going to be time research where it will be focused on powering up Pokemon and defeating Eternamax, Eternatus. That will be available throughout the event. Complete the research tasks to earn Candy XLs, Max Particles, and more. There's also going to be field research tasks where you can encounter Kabuto, Omanyte, and Trobbis. All 3 of those can be shiny. And then let's talk about how to prepare. There's this again. Oh yeah, we already been through this already. So I'm going to say this right here. Please be aware of your surroundings, blah, 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 sign the Pokemon Go team. Now, we are now on Pokemon Go's website because there is a Q&A that happen, or frequently asked questions, or whatever the case maybe that happen. So here's some of those questions and here's some of the response to those. Eternatus will be available in the free version of the Gold Fest 2025 pass. We already talked about that. So there you go with that. So yes, you can get that with the free version. However, you're going to get one Eternatus, and there you go with that. Now, will Eternatus be usable in max battles like Zacian and Zamazenta? Eternatus is the creator of Dynamax and will be fully compatible with max battles. Can we transform Eternatus into Eternamax Eternatus? No. While Eternamax Eternatus will appear in power spot battles, you cannot own that form. Players will only be able to catch and keep standard Eternatus, which is already amongst the strongest Pokemon in the game in terms of base stats. Now, by the way, in case y'all want to complain, like, oh, I want Eternamax Eternatus, keep in mind of this. This mirrors its behavior in the Sword and Shield main series games, where Eternamax Eternatus was also not obtainable by players. So the main series game where Eternatus is from, we in that game, Sword and Shield, both of those games that is, we cannot get Eternamax Eternatus. Once we defeat Eternamax Eternatus, it will revert to Eternatus. We was able to capture it as Eternatus, and we was able to use it as Eternatus. We cannot evolve it, change its form, or anything like that into Eternamax Eternatus in Sword and Shield. So if you can't do that in Sword and Shield, which is where Eternatus came from, you sure as heck cannot do it in Pokemon Go. So there better not be anybody complaining about that. Moving on. Can Eternatus be traded or transferred? No. Eternatus cannot be traded or transferred due to its unique stats. While it's not technically a mythical Pokemon, it will be treated similarly. Trainers will only be able to own one Eternatus, so yeah, choose wisely and consider using Hyper Training in the future to prove it. So that's not a bad idea, unless the shiny comes out. Now, here we go right here. What is the price of the Max Finale Deluxe Pass? So it has not been shared yet. However, community managers emphasize that it will offer significant value, including tiered rewards, increased shiny rates for all Dynamax encounters, which we talked about already, a guaranteed Eternatus encounter on both paid and free tracks. So, so there's that. And then they talk about when can we get the Zacian and Zamazenta Crown Energy. So that we already covered that. That's doing the whole raid hour on Thursday and Friday. And there you go with that. And they don't say it here, so I'm not gonna say it right here. So let's just move on. So there you have it. So that's all the news for the GoFX Max Finale event and the event leading up to it, the Dark Skies event. That will again start on my birthday. So the beauty of this is that event will start the day after Worlds, and I will be in Anaheim for Worlds again. Hashtag free_access. Shout out to the Pokemon Company and the Pokemon Company International for hooking me up with free access to Worlds. So I will be in Anaheim for that. And then the next day, August the 18th, which is when this event starts, the whole Dark Skies fiasco, I will be at Disneyland. And there's gonna be a bunch of Pokestops, gyms, power spots over there. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be exciting. I can't wait for that. All right, if you wish this part of the video, leave in the comment section below. Finale. If you wish this part of the video, leave in the comment section below. Finale. And at the very end, you should see 2 cards. One of them will be something that YouTube recommends, while the other one will be the last video that I put out, which was me talking about everything that is happening next month in Pokemon Go. So if you missed that, check that video out. Check out all my videos. I'm gonna call it a wrap now. So with all that said, y'all know what this is. This is your boy New Jake Aspie, aka This Name Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah. Subscribe. Thanks, man. Do it. After you subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the bell icon so you never miss a new video or a live stream ever again. Thanks, guys.
Blue is the trainer, articulating paint. With my tongue, I done things that people said I can't. Now they rank 'em with the elite, but it's for the people, and victory is part of defeat. Cause when you get back on your feet, then you try again. Learn from mistakes, show 'em that I got what it takes, and I'm dying to win. I'ma hit and move away.